Hello, welcome to my Lifestyle Chav Chat channel. So this is part 6 of my timeline. Yeah, my chronological timeline. So after I done my postgrad modules in English literature, basically what happened? I moved several times. So this is the short version. There's the long version, there's the short version. This is the short version. Yeah. I moved various times for various reasons, and I've done a short music course, but I didn't finish that course. And oh yeah, in 2012 or 2013, I worked for a company called ESBM, something like that, East Midlands School of Business, EMBS, boys. Actually, it was called ESBM, but it's called East Midlands School of Business, something like that. And I was an ESOL teacher there for adults. So I done that for a couple of months, and then I went to America. And this time I wasn't in New York, I was in Pennsylvania, and I was living with my mum. And while I was in Pennsylvania, I done a little bit of tutoring, like again the same, like ESOL tutoring. And also I was working as like a summer camp leader on this music project for like the young children. We were learning the songs of Sound of Music and putting together like a showcase for that. And what else did I do? That was like the earlier part of the year. And the later part of the year, I worked as a waitress it was like a bistro restaurant called Rising Sun Inn. I was doing a bit of waitressing there. And I worked as a Christmas temp for a pop-up store called Brookstone. Brookstone it's a bit like Argos, kind of, but it's a cross between an Argus and a Dunelm, something like this. It's like a home decor and gadget shop. So I was a sales advisor there. And the following year, the beginning of the year, I returned to the UK for whatever reason I don't want to talk about right now. When I returned, I was doing a bit of care work. I also trained for volunteer mentoring with Aquarius, or they're called SIAS now, SIAS. That's what they call themselves now, the SIAS. Which is to help people who have drug and alcohol addiction, mainly alcohol addiction. I moved to Wolverhampton. I moved from Birmingham to Wolverhampton, and I was doing care work. I started doing care work in the residential homes for a little bit. Then I done this Aquarius training, volunteer training. And also I did this short course. It was a peer mentoring course, but I didn't get my certificate. I didn't fully complete that course. So then I just started to question myself. Why am I doing care work when I've been doing supply teaching and it's a better job? It's a job that I actually enjoy. And actually the reason why I started doing care work was it was kind of like I started thinking about support working, because as I've already emphasised, teaching was something that I enjoy doing it. I like being a teacher. It's quite rewarding, it's challenging and rewarding. You're contributing to people learning. But I think I started to think more along the lines, like in the direction of being in a role that incorporates more of the social aspect of pupil and students' lives, and helping them with issues outside of academia, which is more of a social care role or a support working role. I started thinking more about this, so I thought, well, if I do care work, will be like a way to eventually get to do support working, and that's what I started thinking about doing, like being a community support worker. But 9 times out of 10, to be a community support worker, you need to drive, because you have to drive to support working and social working. You have to drive to clients' houses, and you sit one-on-one with them. So I started thinking more along this sort of line of field of work. But regardless of that, so I was doing that for a bit, and then I returned to supply teaching with Smile Education and also Read Global, 2 agencies. So while I was with them, I did this for about a year with Smile Education. The 2 main schools, the 2 schools I actually remember, because there was about 2 other schools they sent me to as well in Dudley. I can't remember the names of those schools in Dudley. But the 2 main schools that I remember them sending me to, one was called Idsall School, which is in Telford, which when I was there, it was they got the highest marks out of the country for English, something like that. They had the highest level of achievers for the English department. The pupils did. This school, Idsall. So I was cover supervising there for a bit, and also I was cover supervising at Paul Hayes in Willenhall for a bit, and I started doing exam invigilation there during the exam period, the exam stage, like May, June, July. Smile Education, Idsall School, Paul Hayes, and 2017 I worked for Read Global, and I was in a school called Al Hijra School in Birmingham in Borsley Green, but it closed down. And this was the same year that I got pregnant. I was in a new relationship with somebody else after an old relationship had finished. I was in a new relationship, I got pregnant with my son, and I was back in Birmingham. So like, comment, subscribe. That's part 6 of my chronological timeline. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.